Hey guys, and welcome to the first episode of the 1997 podcast. And today we're going to be talking about the pros and cons of 2020. Just like any relationship, if you have to make a list, that's how you know that shit's toxic as fuck. Just like this year. My name is Chris.
And I'm AJ, and if you thought we were kidding about that pros and cons list, we're not. I take these types of lists very seriously. I don't know about you, Chris, but I sat down and I'm gonna admit it, I'm gonna expose myself. Here's the tea. Sip it while it's
You're
hot.
exposing yourself, myself, and probably anybody else that's ever made this list for this year, because I'm truly believe that we're not the only ones.
Okay, so do you want to start with the pros or the cons? Because I'm down to talk about whichever.
You see, like when somebody gives you like a good news and a bad news, you got to pick. You always pick the bad news first.
Oh, you want to talk about the cons first? Ooh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay, sure.
Quarantine.
The biggest con, yes, not only is it a con for the year, it's just a con on life. Like, they were like, here's your 20s, now watch it go by. That we got conned out of our 20s. So take a word, give it two meanings.
That's because everybody in this generation is blind as fuck. They said, "Oh, you don't got 2020 vision, so your 2020
nobody saw 2020 coming."
No.
It came and slapped us in the face. Not only did it slap us in the face, but like literally life not only did it, but like couples did it. Like, they were slapping. Everyone broke up. I'm gonna say everyone broke up. What the? And if your relationship survived, marry them, because you guys can get through absolutely anything.
You see, that just goes to show, like,
yeah,
but like, oh, like I'm like looking at people that are married like 50 like years plus or like whatever, and I'm like, how the hell do they stand to be with each other like 24/7? And I'm like, oh wait, they don't. Like, they all have like their lives.
They all got divorced. No.
Like they all have their lives, because like this person goes to work, you always have something new to talk about. And I, the type of person to get bored like easily as hell, and I could never. I give anybody that like stood in a relationship or stood married, like, kudos to you.
Honestly, though, it was so hard. So I'm not like this isn't like an over exaggeration. So many people like were just like, you know what? I have to hang out with this person every single day. No, thank you. I refund right now. I know it's been more than 30 days, but let me speak to your manager, because
hey, Karen.
Serious. I mean, I got dumped. A couple of my friends got, you know what I mean? Like, we didn't survive it. So this hits home. It is personally affecting me.
You see, that's why I chose to stay single before the pandemic.
See, but here's the thing. I survived wave 1 by the skin of my teeth. Like, we were just like, I just missed that like consensus, like if you like type into Google, it's like, what's the average divorce breakup rate of 20? Like, I just missed that vote. But wave 2, which is here, and she's loud and she's proud. Nah, I didn't survive wave 2. We didn't even make it like a week into phase 2. But I just
round 2 finisher.
You know what? That's what it feels like. He really said, fall in love with me and I'll break your heart for character development. And like, honestly, can I be mad at that? Can I? Do I say thank you?
Honestly, you gotta say thank you, because honestly, you got played well. You got played so well.
I honestly, kudos to him. I've grown a lot. A lot of people grew through like the pandemic, so I appreciate you.
Got broken up with. All my exes are texting me.
My exes are texting me. Not the ex I want to text me, but all my other, like, everyone just came out of the woodwork and was like, "Oh, you single now?" I
like my other.
What happened?
I said, like, my other ex that was texting me was like, "Oh my god, you're so beautiful." Blah blah blah. I'm like, you have a whole girlfriend. Save those comments for your girlfriend.
Stop. Don't even talk to me. This pandemic, it's driving the guys mad. Fuckboys don't want to be fuckboys anymore. I have guys in my DMs that are just like, yeah, I know I have like this, but I'm ready to settle down. Like, I don't want to live this. I'm like, what the fuck is up, Kyle? No. There was this one guy. Oh my god, I have to share this story. I'm gonna say it again. There's this one guy that kind of had a crush on me for quite some time now, and I've always kind of like dubbed it because I've been in a relationship. But recently, he's gotten into a relationship. But like, it's like the stupidity of people. It's like, I when I have people on like Instagram, I watch their stories. I'm a stalker, okay? I'm gonna watch everything. I know everyone's life. Whatever you're posting, I can remember it. He posted his like 1 like month or 3, some kind of anniversary with his girlfriend. And then a couple of days later had the audacity to hit me up, be like, I've liked you for quite some time. Like, I think we should go out. And what are you doing later tonight? Like, I can come over side. You know what I mean? Like, he was sliding. And I was like, don't you have a girlfriend? He was like, no, not me. I don't know who you're talking about. Can't be me. Never me. I would never. And I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure I saw that you made this whole thing. Like, he like set his apartment up. He had fairy lights everywhere. He had made a nice dinner for them. It was so romantic. I remember sitting there and was like, damn, wish that was me. You know what I mean? And then for him, it could be me. He really said, oh, that's your word? It could be you. And then he was like, stop it. He pretended she didn't exist. He was like, nope, had no idea. And then I was like, no, pretty blonde. I've seen her. You've posted her. She's on your page right now. He's like, no, I don't know who that girl is. She has nothing to do. I was like, what? And then, so I like turned him and I said, you know what? Go back to your girlfriend. Stop hitting girls up on like your DMs. Like, don't be that kind of guy. And have a nice night. He was like, yeah, you know, that's not me. I think you have the wrong person, but I respect you, whatever. And then he let me go. The next day, Chris, I'm telling you, the next day posted a screenshot of his phone, like his lock screen, and it's the girl that he said didn't existed. Why are guys the way they are? This pandemic has like driven you all insane. Okay, like the world is not round anymore. Like up is down, down is up, left is around the fucking corner and down the bend. Oh my God. If men have anything, it's the audacity. Like, I will say it till I am blue in the face. I can't get over it.
There's this one guy, never fails. Every year on my birthday, and he actually hit me out of left field one day. I was like, every single year since high school. What was that, like 5 years ago? Every year on my birthday, this guy hits me up with the same paragraph, the same wording of how he's felt about me since high school. I never answer him because he knows that I don't like him like that. Wow. And he would be like, you know, and he literally says, like, in his own words, like, I'm not gonna pull it up, but like, he literally says, I just wanted to let you know that I've liked you a lot since high school, and I know you probably don't like me back, but, you know, hopefully maybe sometime in the future we can get together.
Stop. Wait, bro. I'm sorry. I gotta cut you off. You said that, and that triggered my flight or fight, because that's like, I think word from word what this kid told me. Wait, let me find it. Stop. Wait. Okay, wait. No, he goes, not, I'm gonna read it. I'm not gonna read the whole thing.
Right now.
Wait, stop. He goes, not, stop it. Not gonna lie, since I got you here, I dead always had a crush on you since high school and never even knew your name. Shit's crazy. Just know when I saw you, I was type happy. Stop it. Y'all need new material. Okay, but continue your story. I just had to say that because that like triggered me inside. But continue your story. Go on.
Oh my God. No, so like every year he would text me that on my birthday, right? I would always wake up to that message on my birthday. Like, I know it happened this June that just passed, the year before that,
He's consistent, is what he is.
He is. Like, honestly, I love a consistent. I admire him for that, but like not in that way, you know? Oh my God. Oh wait, I blocked him. Hold on. I gotta go and blocked
him. What was he doing to you?
He was hit me out of left field. He didn't do it on my birthday. He literally just did it on any random day, and I'm like, what the fuck?
But let me ask you, is it really left field if it's every year? Like, you have to know.
No. See, the thing is that it was every year, but he would only do it on my birthday. The reason why I say it came out of left field, because one time he texted me and it wasn't on my birthday.
She's like, oh, nah. I don't know, new phone, who this? I don't know who this man is. I've never seen him a day in my life.
He would dead send me a happy birthday text and then send me like that whole paragraph saying that, you know, I don't know if I told you this before. And I'm like, bro, I know.
You tell me every year.
He really does. And like, I'm honestly genuinely surprised I haven't gotten like a text from him, especially when me and you went on Instagram Live when we were in Georgia. Remember he joined the Instagram Live?
He did,
Walmart? I'm surprised I was honestly looking forward to a DM on Instagram of him saying the same exact thing. Like,
I got you here. Let me just
waiting for it. And I'm genuinely surprised it didn't come unless I haven't blocked on Instagram too. He tried to message.
You know what? Speaking about Georgia.
Oh my God. He did.
Wow, he did? You're the worst. But speaking about kind of to like reel this back in somehow, we had to go to Georgia. We just came back actually like a week or so ago. And we went all the way down there because everything's closed. Another con of 2020, everything's closed. And like I know it's like, oh, CDC guidelines, we're making sure everyone's like safe and healthy and no one's gonna get, but like I want to stay home.
Fill out like a whole thing just to go to the next state over. Like,
no, but that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is the con is that everything is closed, that we had to leave the state. And as much as I love staying home and like I miss telling my friends I don't want to go out or like coming up with an excuse to not go out. You know what I mean? Like I miss that drama in my life where my friends are like begging me to come, you know? And like I need that. And like I understand, like I said, I understand we have to be safe and we have to be cautious. But listen, with everything closed, my friends don't have a life anymore. They need to talk to me 24/7. I don't have 24/7. You know what I mean? Like that's
what are you talking about? We were just up until like 5 o'clock in the morning last night.
That's what I'm saying. I have school. These people don't have a life anymore. I need
a pandemic.
I don't have the time. I don't want to have the time.
Actually, we do have a pro for this. No middle seats on airplanes.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yes.
That's a pro of like that. There's a con. Yeah. You have to travel to go wherever you want to go, but
just not even if you don't stay in the state. Just travel to go on the airplane and not sit in the middle seat. You know what I mean? Everyone has to experience that. It's liberating. The leg space, the air quality. There's no one man-spreading in the middle. Like, that's a good pro. I didn't even think of that. I'm very glad you brought that up because I wouldn't have. But also a pro, I guess I considered it a con, but it's also a pro because like I said, staying home 24/7 and not being judged for it. Oh, I'm living my best life over here.
Right? I'm scared for Marie to kick me out of the house because like literally like I'm staying up to like 4 a.m. every night. My mom's getting like annoyed. Oh like last night she was silently judging me. She's like, you need to go back to work. And I'm like, yeah.
We're in the middle of a pandemic. But that's
everybody had 5 months off. I was in what you call those I can't think of the word. The freaking
essential worker?
Yes, an essential worker. I had to work through the whole pandemic. I was an essential worker. Everybody got their 5 months off from work. I am sitting on my ass collecting my little tiny unemployment check because there's nothing left, and I'm gonna be happy with that. And I'm gonna sit and do nothing for at least a month before I try to go back to work.
Period, queen. Tell them.
I got hurt twice on the job. I sprained my ankle. Not my ankle. I almost broke my knee, and I sprained my wrist.
2020 said
within the same week. So my job said, "Oh, you try to rob us. So goodbye." I got laid off for it. So there was that.
You're trying to rob your job. 2020 is robbing us of our like young adult lives. It's the circle of life, okay? And get over it.
I just got a new car. Like I got a truck, and freaking what was it? Like 2 weeks later, I got laid off.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
You know what?
2020 said, "Really? You thought you were gonna be happy,
huh?" Honestly, this whole like staying home, not going out, people getting mad at other people for being out. I don't know about you, but I'm a very antisocial person. I can't stand group outings. I can't find the joy in being like in a clusterfuck of people on top of each other. Like I can't be bothered.
Well, I mean, if it's people that we know, like then I'm good. Like if it's all people that we know, like me, you,
no, like our inner
Gabriel,
group. I mean, it's not big. I don't want people to be like, oh my god, they have so many friends. No, we have like 5, including one another. Like it's not big at all. That's what she said. But I'm the antisocial bitch in me is so happy. I mean, I had some like friends from like college who like always tried to like get me to go out, and like I appreciate them, but I miss declining their offer. You know what I mean? Like.
Especially every time you would ask me to come out, I would be so fucked up. Like I would say yes, and then the time would come and I'd get so lazy and tired. And
then she'd be like, "Oh no, I have to go to sleep," and it'd be like 3 p.m. I'd be like, "Christina,
I gotta take a nap."
Like, our favorite excuse of Chris is like, "Oh, Chris, come hang out with us." Oh, guys, I can't. I gotta clean my fish tank, bro. I gotta. It's gonna take you several hours to clean your fish tank. Oh no, but you don't understand. I gotta individually take out every single rock and scrub them clean. And then while I'm at it, my fishes need to go for a walk. You know, the doctor says the exercise is good for them. It's like she used this excuse so much to the point where like it's been like trademarked. Anytime somebody asks her to hang out, we're like, wait, let me guess. You gotta clean your fish tank, huh? You're a mess.
Actually, and then I decided to get a catfish to clean it for me. So I haven't been using that excuse in a while.
No, not in a while. But okay.
So well, I mean, I did have like 10 of them, like crammed into a 5-gallon.
You're rude. The fish so has like rights.
30 all the time.
Another pro, right? I know we talked about staying home and like whatever, but like social distancing. So like, let's say when we're out. Oh, I live.
Oh my god, don't break down my neck. I love that. People say that.
That's what I'm saying. Because like the beauty is that you can be an asshole to whoever and just be like, we're in the middle of a pandemic. Step the fuck away from me. And like, you're not the asshole in that situation. Do you know what I mean? Like the other person is the asshole for coming up to you, like being that close to you. And I'm here for it. Let's continue this even after 2020. Stay away from me. You know what? 6 feet is not enough. How about 16? Let's give it an extra few. I'm down. I'm
stay indoors the rest of our lives. I mean, I have like a 1,000,001 games at my like disposal. The PS5's coming out. Hello, Amazon and GameStop ordering whatever I can get it off of. I'll stay in my room the rest of my life. I do not care.
Listen, my friends don't have lives, so if I'm home 24/7, one of them isn't busy. So I think I'm good. But I was saying it like the whole like 16 feet away, like keeping away from somebody. It reminds me of another story that I'm going to share. And at first it's going to sound like completely off topic, but I swear to you, just stick with me on this because it comes full circle. So I was at the Amazon bookstore. I think I told you about this story. I think first I'm going to premise I hate old people. I'm just going to say that. And we'll get to why I hate old people later on. But so recently I've started really like embracing the fact, like I'm thick, but I'm thick with no titties. You know what I mean? Like I'm decently okay in the face and like I got the dump trunk in the back. You know what I mean? And I'm good with that. But I am a member of the Itty Bitty Titty Committee. And this is why I'm saying like it sounds like it doesn't make sense, but stay with me. And I've recently, like over the summer, I've just like kind of stopped wearing bras. Like I've just been embracing, you know, my little lady lumps, you know, and like I don't need them. So why am I going to wear them? Right. And some shirts, you girls, you know, the girls with tiny titties, you feel my pain. You understand dumb shirts, you know, so I don't wear them anymore. That's that. I'll move on. So I was at the Amazon bookstore in like New York City and they pump the AC in there, you know, because they spending Jeff Bezos money, like fucking as you should, baby, as you should. And so it's cold. And when it gets cold, your nipples kind of, you know, they poke, right? So just a little bit, like it wasn't the worst, but it was definitely kind of noticeable if you were staring, right? But you had to be staring and you had to be close enough to me. So there was this old lady who like came up to me, like she was all like secretive about it. Like she like kind of like slithered her way near me. And I'm just like, what? Like, I'm so confused. And she goes to me in like this hushed tone. She's like, let me try. I can't do it. The voice itself irks me. Excuse me, miss, but like, I can see your nipples through your shirt. And like, my first reaction was like, oh, so sis is appreciating the lady lumps. But then her face like kind of turns into like disgust. And then I'm like, then my head was like, oh, this is about to turn south real quick. And she's like, like pretty girls like you need to like learn how to cover up. Like there's people. And I was like, huh? Like she was like, oh, like you're not understanding. Great. Like I can see your nipples. Like, do you want like a sweater? But like there's guys in the store. Like I just want you to be aware. You know what I mean? And I was like, oh, gotta, now I'm understanding. Like, I can't explain why it angered me. Like, my blood started boiling. Like, it has to be my hate for old people, because I feel like if it was like another young person, I wouldn't have been as mad. But I hate old people, so like maybe that's what contributed to like how aggressive I got. I wasn't like yelling at her or anything, but like I did get aggressive. I was like, ma'am, if you are bothered by my nipples showing, then you are too close. And like, I don't know if you know, but there's like a strict policy about keeping 6 feet away from one another. And I'm gonna have to ask you to nicely respect that and back the fuck away from me. And it was brilliant, right? Because like I said, I'm not the asshole. Because like there was a security guard just watching this unfold and he didn't say anything. I mean, like, I feel like if I was in the wrong in that situation, he would have been like, excuse me, but like,
security guards don't give a shit what's going on as long as y'all don't just try to like start crap. Like that's all they're
looking, and like he was like had to put his head down, look the other way, because like I'm saying, like this is a pro. I could like, did she deserve me saying that? No, but did I deserve her talking about my nipples? Absolutely not. So I think fair game is fair game when I see it, you know. And like, no matter how rude I was, she's automatically the asshole because she wasn't following CDC guidelines. You know what I mean? And I think that's beautiful. I genuinely do. Oh God.
That little toddler on the beach that you wanted to punch it.
Oh,
not punch you.
I don't like old people. I don't like babies, toddlers. I don't like children. I don't even like people. You know what? I don't like anybody. Okay, so I don't want people to be like, oh, you shouldn't try to get married, girl. People. What happened?
I said have fun trying to get married, girl.
I'm never getting married, okay? It's just not happening. Not for me. Sorry. Next person.
I hate sharing my stuff, and I gotta share it with somebody else for the rest of my life.
I'm never opening up to another person ever again. That was the worst breakup of my life, and I will not do it again. And I know people are gonna be like, "Oh my God, don't give up on love," but like, I'll stick to movies and one night stands. Thank you very much. I'm gonna be on TikTok. Like, they're not.
No, fuck TikTok. It's OnlyFans now.
Oh, OnlyFans. I don't know. I'm Christian. Never heard about that.
Christian Grey.
Christian Grey. Christian Grey. TikTok, it's another pro. Can we both agree that TikTok is like the biggest pro of like 2020?
Sure.
Okay. But like it's consumed all our lives, right? And like there's these like 16-year-olds living in mansions. They have what's that house? The one that the porn house? The one that Pornhub used to shoot at? Oh, I love. They're so funny. And like, I think creative outlets like that are like, I don't know, it gives me such Vine vibes, and I'm here for them. I know that you're really into TikTok. You've been making TikToks.
Yeah. I made one good TikTok that I didn't mean to blow up, that blew up, and then that was it. Everything else was better. That's getting on my knees and praying to God.
Yes, praying. Let's all get down on our knees and pray that we do not ruin our reputations after this podcast goes live. People are going to be like, ooh, like people we know is going to listen to this and be like, ooh, honey, oh, so you that kind of person, huh? Because like,
well, damn, if they don't know who the hell we really are after like 6+ years of friendship, then goodbye.
I'm talking about people because I'm not I don't share my personal life with a lot of people. And like, I'm not the type to post on social media a lot about like my personal life. So there's some things that I'm very vocal about. But for the most part,
stand for the pots and pans and the girls and the gays.
Yeah, do it. That's it, honey. That do it for the pots and the pans and the girls and the gays, and that's it. But other than that, yeah. So I think it's going to be very surprising because there's a lot of future episodes we have planned. It's very intimate. They're very vulgar, very personal, and I'm here for it. I'm ready to.
And very funny too.
I'm ready to expose myself. I'm so down. Cancel culture, yes.
We should really get like a reality show for like half the shit that's happened in like the past years. I swear to God, we would have been rich.
We're just gonna like carry it. Oh wow, we can be like YouTube vloggers.
Oh my God, yes.
Absolutely not. I get so awkward in front of a camera. It's bad enough.
We just do it with the hidden cameras. We'll hide them all over the room. We'll just have normal conversation.
I'm going to ask my mom, hey, Mom, can you just hide cameras all over the house so everything's authentic and I don't know? See, but like my thing is, I'd get caught doing something fucking stupid. Like if I don't know, that I'm being like recorded, I'm like the worst. You know, like when people are talking shit.
The best part is like in your closet, which is where I would hide.
There's no room in my
where I used to hide.
Listen.
No, what about the one in the hallway? You have like 4 of them.
No, I live in a New York City apartment. Storage is limited. Okay. Everything is packed, and like even if you were to go in the closet, we ain't hiding no more. Fuck out the closet. Ain't nobody.
You know what? When I come over, that's it. Like I'm gonna find a way to like fit into your closet.
There is actually no room. I have so many clothes and like so many shoes for somebody who has no business owning that much stuff. I don't go out. Why do I own so much stuff as if I go out? Like
give me some.
Absolutely not. You think if I'm getting rid of it, I want to look at it on you? No, thank you. I don't want to look at it at all.
Come on, help your girl out 2020.
No. Speaking of 2020, right? Because we're getting a little off topic. Can we talk about how nobody was washing their fucking hands at all until this year? What the was that about? Why was soap
guys? Oh my god, they told us to wash our hands. We need all the soap they have.
Toilet paper and hand soap, hand sanitizer. You're nasty.
So like, I really want to know why the fuck everybody decided that they were gonna buy out all the toilet paper.
Yeah.
It's not effective with the coronavirus. No. Like, I don't understand, like, why, like, what are they gonna, okay, wait. I actually have an article, like, pulled up right now.
She's over here doing research. She said, y'all want facts? I got you.
No, I just want to know why.
People are nasty.
If there's any good news, this is from, what is this, makermedium.com. If there's any good news, it's that we could stop blaming these shortages on the legitimacy of fellow consumers. I'm absolutely convinced that there was very little triggered by hoarding. What the fuck? Idiocy of the commuters. They basically just saying people were being idiots.
And like everybody else too. I just want to know, right? I'm getting choked up over here. I want to know who wasn't washing their hands before. I just want to talk.
Right?
Stay away from me, right? But I just want to talk. Why the weren't you? Like, oh, the extra 25 seconds is a little too much for me. Like, it's 25 seconds.
No, but it's like people weren't washing their hands at all, and like thinking that they will never like catch anything. Like, everybody was telling you to wash your hands like, what was it, like, for like, what was it, 25 seconds, right? Mm-hmm. Like, that's something that you learn from like when you're a kid. Okay, you get warm soap and water and you wash your hand for 25 seconds, then you're done.
It's not even that. Like, did your parents, like, after you use the bathroom, are you not washing your hand? Like, at what point did your parents were just like, you don't gotta do it? You know what I mean? Like, is it a learned thing? Like, or just, I don't get it. Not me, could never be me. I'm like such a germaphobe. I was like washing my hands every time. I can't do it. I think another pro, right? And I think this is a personal pro for me. I guess it's a pro and a con for me, I guess. Not only did I get to go to the UK this year, I got to go to Paris. I'm going to talk about that. I'm that annoying study abroad student that will forever like bring up the fact that I went, like I was like studying in the UK. Like I'm that group. You've ever seen those memes of people like making fun of people like that? But that's a big pro. My whole life I wanted to go to the UK, and especially like specifically Liverpool, and I got to live there.
I mean, like, good for you.
A con of 2020. Christina's getting stupider as the months are going on, people. Her memory, it's not as good as it used to be. It's getting worse.
Never good. It was never good.
It's so bad. We'll pray for you. We'll get down on our knees as we do.
Okay, and, wait, which Christian now?
Whichever one you like.
I'd say both.
And like I was saying, just to kind of like,
I'm not talking about the religion Christian.
Stop it.
But I know, and you know who the other one is.
You know what? I'm gonna explain the story. So really, really quickly, very, very quickly. Me and Chris went to Atlantic City, and I was making some very questionable decisions when it came to texting at the time, like my ex, because I was dating him at the time, and she was being a little nosy, and like, as you do when you're in a long-term relationship and texts get a little boring, you get a little spicy. But Christina was being, like I said, nosy and kind of peeped what we were texting each other.
We weren't in Atlantic City, you idiot. We were
in Seaside. I'm sorry. Oh
my
fucking
God.
thing. I made one. We were in Seaside. Let the
record right?
Okay. And so I make this joke that I'm a good Christian girl, that I can't do no wrong, whatever. So Chris goes to me, oh, a good Christian girl, I see. And I turn, and I don't know what possessed me, but I was like, yeah, I never specified which Christian. I worship the house of Christian Grey. Get down on my knees and I'll parade it. So when we make that joke, that's kind of what we're referring to. I don't want to go into that. I hate Seaside. I will never talk about the Seaside story.
I know. That's for another podcast. That's for another podcast.
We're not doing it now.
We will be talking about that Seaside story.
It's a cursed story. Nobody wants it. Nope. Nobody wants it.
Great. It was amazing. Stop. That video actually got me a lot of views on TikTok. So stop.
No.
People loved it, and then it got taken down.
Oh my God. Maybe if enough people want to know the story of Seaside, we can talk about Seaside. But for right now, it is my firm, hard limit. It is a red. It is a crystal heart red. No. Christina said Seaside. I said no, red heart.
It doesn't count. You can't say red. It's not a hard stop because we didn't get there yet.
Oh no, it is. It's full stop.
Nope.
Can we also? I was thinking. I was talking with my mom earlier, and like, how do you feel about this? I don't think we ever talked about it. I know I talked about it with other people, but moms during this time refuse to keep their children home. Did you like know that? Like they were like forcing, like they were like hopping park fences to like let their kids play with all the other little kids, and everyone was like getting coronavirus in that time. Like you risked, and then they were on the news. Actually, this one couple, their child in the hospital bed behind them. We thought it was a hoax. We didn't think it was real. Our son's fighting for his life. Please just stay home. The park's not worth it. Could you imagine being like, you want me? It was like that Parks and Rec episode. It was like, the parks are closed. Where's my child supposed to play? In my house? It's like, yeah, that's your child. You know what I mean? Like, oh, did you know that was happening? Like, I can imagine in Staten Island for sure. Like, everyone's like, no, fake virus, fake news, can't do it. How do you feel about that? Like, if you were a mom, right? Would you bring your children to the park during a pandemic?
If it's driving me crazy enough, then yes.
Are you serious? I mean, like, play outside on the sidewalk, but the park? Come on.
I'm joking. But honestly,
I don't know.
Oh my God. You know what that reminds me? Actually, no, because I'm really bad with kids. So during Corona, me, you, Danny, and Gabe, and we were in Gabe's car. We went to New York. We were just hanging out at the park. I don't know exactly what we were doing that day, but we were just chilling because Danny happened to be on the island. I think it was before he moved.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody was like freaking out because that was when that whole virus for like the kids and whatever started like really coming out. So we were just watching and just like looking around everything. So this mother comes over and starts screaming at this kid to like come back over to her, right? And like she started freaking out, and she literally pulled out like a huge thing of like Purell hand sanitizer, and the kid had like gloves on and a mask too. And she's like yelling at him and like throwing the shit in his hands and like wiping him down and stuff, and then tells him to get in the car. Like she was mad at him, and I'm like, how are you going to be mad at him for touching things on the playground when you're sending your kid out there in the middle of a pandemic? Like, you cannot get mad at the kid for wanting to go and play with his friends, especially when you're telling him, okay, go have fun, but, like, don't touch anything, like, in a playground. We stand there.
Blink.
Stand there and, like, right? Like,
blink twice if you're having fun. Blink 3 times if you need me to call the cops.
I felt so bad for him. I felt so freaking bad. Because little kid wanted to do was just play, and this woman's, like, screaming at him, like, putting hand sanitizer all over him. I felt so bad for him. Like, if you don't want your kids getting sick, don't bring them out. Like, period. That's it.
Period, queen. I live my life in TikTok memes. See, that's why I listed it as a pro, because every bit of my humor is TikTok humor. I don't know. I think we've pretty much discussed all of 2020, right? Like,
I mean, yeah, nothing much really happened aside from you moving away.
Yes, I did. I finally, like I mentioned, I live in New York City now, and I'm out of Staten Island. Goodbye forever. But
right around the corner from me, and now I can't even be like, oh, I feel like going to do this today. Let's see if AJ wants to come. Oh, wait, she can't because she's like 30 minutes away now.
Well, listen, I
Depressing as hell.
never liked sundown, so this is a win. Honestly, look at that, another pro for 2020. Me moving away.
Yeah, a pro for you. That was like the biggest con of my fucking life. It was a scam.
A scam. We got
It really was.
bamboozled, lied to, cheated.
No, but you know how you don't actually no, you jinx yourself for this year because every year you're like, oh, we could be moving this year, we could be moving this year. You go away to study abroad, and what do you tell me? Yeah, just in case they call us to move, I want to pack up, so it's not that much I get back.
Well, no, because what happened was I was out there for like when the lockdown had just started. So I was there from January to March, and in March happened to be my ex's birthday, and I already brought tickets to like surprise him on his birthday, which by the way, people never do that ever, and unless you're like married. So don't get me wrong, I'm kidding, like I don't regret flying home for his birthday, whatever, but I did pack up my room because that's when like coronavirus was like at like its biggest point, and I was like, you know what, while I'm home I might as well change all my clothes, right? Because I have a lot of them, might as well change up the wardrobe, and if I'm gonna be home anyway. And my mom was like, since you're coming, just pack up all your things just in case, because you never know what could happen. And I was like, yeah, fine, whatever. And she was like really serious about pulling me out of my program because especially where I was staying in Liverpool, like it was really, really bad. So when I got home that following Monday, I was supposed to get back on my flight. I was only back in New York for a week. And my program advisor was just like, you know what? Don't even bother getting on your return flight because we're canceling your program right now. What? I was so depressed. That's a big con for 2020. I got to go to the UK and Paris, but then 2020 yeeted that experience away from me.
At least you got there.
That's what I'm saying. You know what? That it's like you have to like take the good with the bad.
It could have been worse. It could have been like, well, the pandemic looks kind of bad, so we're gonna just say don't go at all. At least you got to go and you didn't catch it. So,
yeah. Now that we've kind of discussed how 2020 sucked, but it also kind of rocked, and we have absolutely no business giving our opinions on these matters, but fuck it, what are you gonna do about it? Okay, guys, thank you guys so much. Be sure to come back on Friday at 7 p.m. when we upload episode 2 next week. And follow us on Instagram. My handle is at Angelina_MNDZ. And Christina's, what's yours?
It's CSEV97.
We're gonna go. Thank you guys so much for listening. See you guys next week. Bye.
Yeah.